morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for that very good news, Weez. If you can see the Bruce Dickey poker face. Oh.
No, I've played poker with you. You're a little better than that.
I appreciate that. That's very kind. You're not going to get me down. This is Friday, October 23rd. So take the points edition. You are not about to get me down. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can notice from the coat,
it's back.
It's back. Oh, gosh. First game is tonight at 7 o'clock. Big Ten football is back, and it is.
And I assume we're going to talk about it later, but I think the Moon Crew definitely brought in Big Ten football the way it needs to be.
Yeah, that was great. You got a chance to see that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we might mention that a little bit. We're going to talk, this is our weekly sports show. We're going to talk college football. We're going to talk professional football, NFL, maybe a little bit of XFL. Who knows if that crawls in. They're contacting cities now. I thought
you were going to say talent. I was like, they haven't called me.
Me neither.
2 plays, I could be a fullback.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about in the booth. I'm not going to be on the field. And also, did you know what's going on down in Dallas or down in Arlington?
No.
World Series. Yes, World Series.
I didn't know where we were going with that one.
We might mention the World Series a little bit. Plus, who knows, the UEFA Champions League going, right? Is it the UEFA or FIFA?
Champions and UEFA, and then Europa was actually today. In fact, did I win that bet?
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, in your area here on Friday, the October 23rd? I've got some things going on today as well as going on tomorrow. Yesterday, this one started, the United Methodist Women's rummage sale over in Salem. They're doing that yesterday, today, tomorrow, and also on Saturday. Probably want to get there earlier to get the good stuff. This is at the Grace United Methodist Church over in Salem, 116 East Swartz Street over in Salem. Now, they're going to require masks. Masks are going to be required. Also, they're going to want you in there only through the west side of the church. And they're only going to let 25 people in at a time into the big old rummage room. Temperatures will be taken upon arrival. And all this is done, of course, for your safety as well as the folks putting on the sale. And they do thank you for your cooperation. Again, that started about an hour ago at 8 a.m. here on this Friday, the 23rd. Also today, another one continuing up in Dietrich, just north of Dietrich, the St. Paul Lutheran Church. Corn, Maize, and Harvest Festival. You got to figure that corn's getting close to ready to come down. That's 3 miles north of Dietrich. It's going today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Today from 6 to 10, tomorrow from 3 to 10, and then that's going to be the end of it. They're not going to do it on Sunday. Cost is by donation. And it's donation of a non-perishable food item. So bring a can of corn or something like that, or a can of chili. What now? Whenever you have a donation to get into something like that, a non-perishable food item, what do you bring?
Most of them do sports drinks anymore lately. It's been a while since I've done a canned one, like a can drive.
Well, I know, but for at a church type of thing, you probably figure it'd have to be some kind of can drive, right?
Yeah, you would think, but
food item.
I go to a lot more games.
Now that's true too. So yeah, just bring whatever you can, and that'll help out the folks over there. Over in Olney today, the American Red Cross holding a blood drive going from 8 to 1. So you can still get in, but you want, by all means, to make sure that you do go online, make an appointment, go to redcrossblood.org, make an appointment, and then you can also get your fast pass, get your right through lickety split. Off you go. Up in Effingham tonight at the Tuscan Hills Winery from 7 to 10 o'clock, they've got dueling pianos going. It's they will have heated pianos and limited seating for this exclusive night of dueling pianos. I think I wonder if that's the same group that travels around from St. Louis. You think it might be?
I know they've been in Fairfield a few times. I've never been able to make one.
Those are called dueling pianos too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I kind of thought probably the same one. Folks, it's an outstanding show. Everybody has always enjoyed it that I've talked to, so you might consider that. $25 a seat. Reserve your spot. And for their show, tickets for access at Tickets are required for access. Doors open at 6 and the entertainment runs at 7. What's going on Saturday? October 24th, up here in Florida, Derek Hildebrand's house. They're going to have a benefit for Evan Boos. He passed away recently, and this is to help his family out. It's at 2 o'clock on Saturday. They'll have a cornhole tournament at 2 o'clock, silent auction from 2 to 7, and then a meal from 4:30 to 7. Live auction at 6 o'clock. Live music starts at 7:30. If you want more information, give them a call at 308-2886. So they'll probably give you some information and directions and where to go for all of that. Also on Saturday, the Greater Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce going to have a big old ribbon cutting on Saturday, and it's at 3 o'clock. It's out there on the west side of town, out at Gatsby's Gaming. They've been open about a year now. You ever been out there? That's not bad.
Been out there once. I've been to the one in Clay City a few times.
And I think next month they're going to have a ribbon cutting here in Flora. I think they're opening one here in Flora.
Here too, out at the shopping plaza, I believe.
Oh, is that where it is?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I grew up with Kaisis, so.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That's cool. She always does a good job. That's in Fairfield at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and they're going to have music from the band White Lightning.
That's still on after the shutdown?
Yes. So I'm told. Yeah. Also a chili bar. There's all kinds of things still on that you wouldn't expect after the shutdown.
No, I'm not really surprised anymore.
There are. Let me see how to put this. There are certain areas in our viewing audience that pay more attention to state regulation than others.
Yes. We'll dance around that one.
We go with that?
Yeah.
That's what we'll go with. All right. And I don't know if this one's on or not. Up in Effingham on Saturday night, I hope it is, because Dennis Stromat is going to play at the Old Time Fiddlers Association, presented by the Old Time Fiddlers Association. Going to be playing at the Effingham Performance Center. Award-winning fiddler, educator, and historian. His music makes your soul jump, your head spin, and your heart glad to know that it's still there. The show starts at 7. If more questions or tickets, give them a call at 217-540-2788. Today, October 23rd, is National Boston Cream Pie Day. Have you ever had?
I don't think we celebrate anything Boston in the St. Louis area, do we?
No, we don't. But I'll celebrate this one. This is basically they call it Boston cream pie, but it's basically 2 layers of cake with pudding inside, and then a big old layer of chocolate on top. It's I say pudding. It's actually custard.
Like a cream, yeah.
Custard filled.
We've had this discussion. I'm out.
Why? No, I don't remember this. Why are you out on Boston?
Don't do the cakes, and I got to douse them in ice cream to make them edible. Cake as an ice cream topping is okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see what we have to deal with. It's just
let's not act like this is one of the more controversial opinions I have.
I'll buy that.
I got a whole
I'll buy that. In 1856, at Boston's Parker House Hotel, French chef Monsieur Augustin Francois Onezine created this pudding and
I remember him, yeah.
This pudding and cake combination. In 1996, Massachusetts declared Boston cream pie as their official dessert, and somehow that came to bring it to today. So
yeah, I've been to Boston. I never had cream pie there.
They didn't offer you cream pie in Boston? I actually went to Boston too, and
I probably should have went somewhere other than a brewery.
Well, they were whenever I went out to eat, even in the restaurants, they were offering me. They weren't offering me pie for dessert.
Yeah.
It was
I was usually having stouts for dessert.
Aperitif or something.
In fact, I think I had a couple
dessert stouts. You have stouts for dessert, though, you're going to fall asleep. That'll put you to sleep right away after a big meal.
Do I look like an amateur?
No. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what else is going on today? And this is a huge one. This is gigantic. This is October 23rd, marks National TV Talk Show Host Day.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is really a national TV talk show. See,
this sounds made up.
No, this is true. There's why it is, because Johnny Carson was born on this date. What year was Johnny Carson? In 1925. He would be 95 today. This is National TV Talk Show Day. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Go ahead and celebrate on your own. That's fine.
Do you have a late
He's throwing laurels at me, I can see. But
I'm trying to brush by this one as quickly as possible.
He's throwing the laurels out. You're so kind to recognize this.
We actually do appreciate you doing this.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
It gives us a reason to live.
Oh, now he's. I believed everything he said till that. One other thing that
do you have a favorite talk show late night guy?
Kimmel.
What about all time?
Oh, Letterman all time. I loved Carson, but by the time I was watching, he was taking every other night off.
Yeah, peak Letterman was about as good.
Peak Letterman. I watched Letterman straight through from '82 until about the mid '90s, and then I kind of slacked off and would see it from time to time. But I watched about 10 straight years of Letterman. I still watch it now. Actually, there's a guy on named Don Giller or something like that on YouTube that. Puts Letterman up all the time. He puts all kinds of different packages, like of the number of times Bill Murray was on, the number of times Paul Newman was on, and puts them all on in a row. It has a Chris Elliott package. It's just a scream for take you about an hour and a half, 2 hours to watch.
Yeah, modern guys, I like Kimmel's interviews, but Fallon, I think, does the better skits and definitely does the better musical stuff.
Yeah, he has the musical stuff down. He got a lot of people that like contributing with him on that. So and Colbert, poor fellow's just kind of stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't do either one, really. He's got
the smartest of them.
He's the smartest, yeah, but heck, who knows? Let's see. I do have, speaking of smart, this is also, now you would know this. You might know this. I don't have the paperwork for this. However, this is National Happy Mole Day.
I don't think it's the creature.
It's not the creature. 10 to the 23rd. So what do you get when you cut an avocado into 6 by 10 to the 23rd pieces? Guacamole. Isn't that funny? See, there you go.
Yeah. Is that when you put a tooth in a solution? What's it called?
What's that?
A molecular solution?
Molar solution, right?
Yeah.
What's on TV, ladies and gentlemen, is we'll get away from. See, I would have talked about National Mole Day, but I can't explain what a mole is.
It's a chemistry measurement, and that's about as far as my knowledge goes.
And I
knew it ended with 10 to the 23rd.
It's the base unit of chemistry or something like that. So, what's on Wabash? What do you want to see on TV tonight? World Series Game 3 at 7:08. The Rays versus the Dodgers. On Fox, that's Walker Buehler versus Charlie Morton. And it'll also be an NCAA football tonight. Tulsa is at South Florida. That's on ESPN. Illinois is at Wisconsin. We're going to talk about that a ton more. And then the Louisiana, maybe. Louisiana Raging Cajuns also at 7 o'clock are at UAB taking on the Blazers. Turn it to channel 600. Big Ten Network. Watch the Illini. You'll be done.
Shock the world.
Shock the world. Exactly right. That is Weez. I'm Bruce. We'll be back right after this. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Boy, I just am so excited. I don't know how I'll be able to work the rest of the day. I am serious. Is there anything in sports that gets you as fired up as I get from the first day of Big Ten football or Cardinals openers? That's
Honestly, no.
Because
you got more team loyalty than I do.
I've got more team loyalty than entire cities.
Yeah, I mean, I've got teams I grew up loving, and I got teams I still root for, and I still call myself a Raider fan, but yeah. I'm more good people, good stories, and whoever I got money on.
The people that I live with and go to games with, I go to games with Weez occasionally, but not all that often. The people that I live with that go to games occasionally, they realize that about 24 hours before I'm planning to go to a game, a different Bruce starts to appear. And it's basically the adrenaline is
it's basically amped up a little.
It gets amped up,
a little, almost giddy.
I'm giddy, and you
unrealistic,
entirely unrealistic.
And these are all the good qualities.
It's like the Bears are going to win 72-2. I mean, that's what Illinois is going to do up in Wisconsin this weekend.
Working next to Marty all those years, every year the schedule would come out, he'd be going, I don't see a loss on the schedule. Every year. I don't think we're going to lose a game.
I don't see how we lose. All right, Big Ten season starts tonight, and I guess I'll have to tone it down a little bit.
Never tone it down, Bruce.
Thank you so much.
That's what I'm for. I'm the Debbie Downer here.
I appreciate that. Tell me, Weez, what you think. I need your personal opinion on this. Do you think, how long is it going to take the Big Ten teams to get playing to a par? It's going to take a couple, 3 weeks to get playing on a par with the SEC and the other teams that have already been playing for a while.
Does it matter how long?
Granted, since they're not playing each other.
Yeah, there's no crossovers. I mean, there's crossover within the conference. But it doesn't matter as long as they're ready to go by playoff time. You know, as long as Ohio State's ready to play whoever they get in the playoffs. Spoiler alert.
Ohio State may not make we are going to pick here just a little bit. We're going to pick both the Big Ten East and the Big Ten West.
I mean, they could take their time, working up to speed. I mean, obviously they can't slack or anything because they're still playing other teams within the conference. A conference on a whole, they got to plug along and don't worry about the rest of the nation.
That's the thing, though.
The old cliches from Bull Durham, just here to help the team and one foot in front of the other and blah, blah, blah. That's the Big Ten right now.
That kind of is the Big Ten, and just make sure you don't get sick.
Yes,
because they don't have the room to dither around with these bye weeks. How much effect do you think it will have on Purdue, at least this week, without having their coach? Brom is not going to be. He's not going to be at the Purdue game.
No, Brom is going to be the head coach of the game.
I thought Brom was backing out.
Jeff is. Brian Brom, his brother, is the offensive coordinator.
Brian Brom, former Illinois quarterback. Brian Brom, actually, for like a week or something like that.
Then he went to, was it Louisville, wasn't it?
That's Jeff. Yeah,
that was Jeff at Louisville. That's right, yeah.
Jeff actually was about to sign with Illinois, and then Petrino, I think, went to Louisville and stole him away, or maybe it was...
No, Brian's the one that went to Louisville.
Well, where'd Jeff play?
Because Brian was the one that got drafted by the Packers.
Well, he was. I think Brian was in Illini for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Never dressed, never played. They basically said, see you people later.
It usually only happens to them in basketball every 2 years.
How much effect will answer the darn question? How much? Yeah, usually you're right. How much effect will that have on Purdue? Because Purdue's got a good team. They've got their wide receiver back, Rondell Moore, and they've got another wide receiver came back that both guys had been backing out. Now are coming back to play football. Does it matter that Jeff Brom's not on the sideline? Does it matter to the head coach?
A point, maybe.
I was wondering about that with Nick Saban last week.
Nick's so hands-on that and everyone says that he does not allow his assistants to do as much as most other coaches do, and he runs the entire show. So his loss was probably going to be more than an average coach. I don't really know how hands-on and how much Jeff normally delegates, and someone within the program would know better than I would.
Speaking of that, before we get into to our picks, we'll do that in our next segment. Before we get into the picks as well as the bets from last week,
we don't have to get into that.
Well, we will. We got to mention those to do this week's bets. Spoiler alert. They weren't awful. Good. It was a rough week. It really didn't affect a little. Did you get a chance to watch the Alabama-Georgia game?
Parts of it.
Alabama looked really good.
Yeah. Turns out Alabama's good at football.
Turns out.
No, that being said, I don't think Georgia's still that bad. Alabama's good.
What was really surprising to me is that Alabama last year graduated Jerry Jeudy. Graduated. Jerry Jeudy left and they lost another couple of receivers, a couple of stud duck wide receivers.
Yeah, but everyone said Waddle was the best of the bunch.
Waddle stayed.
Yeah,
and Waddle's still there at Alabama.
And Mac Jones is playing well.
Are Alabama's wide receivers better this year than last year?
No, just because of depth. Waddle was a pretty good number 5 last year.
Yeah.
I say that I think he was actually the number 2, but production-wise, he was.
Alabama's good. That's basically the takeaway from that. All right, let's take a quick break. We are going to come back. We're going to talk Big Ten football, and then we're going to make our picks for the Big Ten season, and we are also then going to give our bets. Make sense?
Works.
Do that right after this. Stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Weez Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Weez Basement Systems today. Weez, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Weez, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to
Double D do.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, it's Brian Turner. You can find his stuff online. What are you on Twitter?
Twitter's Weasel32.
Weasel32. Facebook. Do you pay
Brian
much attention
Turner,
to
yeah.
Facebook a little bit?
I share my stuff, links to my blog.
Share occasionally, and his blog is the thing you want to follow or you want to pay attention to, the IamWeez.com blog. Entertaining as can be. Plus, he also, thank heavens.
And I also post on it sometimes.
He does post on that from
and I promise not to go full Jeffrey Toobin.
I think we all appreciate that. Can you imagine that was only 4 days ago, and that's almost out of the...
Yeah, nobody remembers
what this national correspondent for
Welcome
crying
to
out.
2020.
I guess so. Wow. All right, so we're going to talk about...
Big Arkansas fan.
Oh heavens! Let's talk about the Big Ten East and West. Let's since it's the Big Ten that starts this weekend. The first game of the Big Ten is tonight. The Illini at Wisconsin.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then everybody else will play tomorrow. It's a big weekend. What do you? Let's go. Who's all right? You've already said. Let's start from top to bottom on the East, since you've kind of already given away who we both have winning the East Division.
That'd be the Buckeyes, the Woodlawn of the Big Ten.
Gonna have OSU winning the Big Ten.
Yeah, they lost
East.
29 lettermen. They got 9 guys that got drafted, but they're in that conference, they're a reload and still pound you program.
They are
they've only got 10 starters back,
and they didn't lose their quarterback though. They Justin Fields is back. Justin Fields threw what?
He's the guy that led the charge to get the Big Ten back.
He basically him and the Nebraska people
and the Illini scientist.
That's right. Yeah, the science.
The real MVPs here.
That's exactly right. Second place. Who you taking second place?
I just don't trust Harbaugh to win a big game, so I'm going Penn State there, even though they lost quite a bit too. Their best player opted out, and even when they came back, he still said he's out. Probably the best defensive player in the nation, and Micah Parsons.
I'm not I disagree. I'm going to go with Penn State. I think. I'm
taking Penn State.
I'm going to go with Michigan.
That's more about betting against Harbaugh to win a big game.
I'm going against Michigan because I think Harbaugh's got himself a quarterback now.
Is it Milton?
Yeah.
They've been hyping him up, saying, and I'm hearing Mahomes comparisons.
Yeah,
That's
he's
not
supposed
fair
to
to a kid.
Supposed to be a stud duck running quarterback. Harbaugh has done well with stud duck running quarterbacks. Gets the Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick.
He's less mobile than what they've had.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Third place. Are we swapping back?
Pretty much. Although my fourth place, my sleeper pick that could sneak in. I didn't get a chance to look at home and away games, but I like Indiana this year.
So you're going Michigan. I'm going Penn State for third. We were both going Indiana for fourth. They're
going to have a fun offense.
Indiana has, that's the thing for you Hoosier fans.
They may not stop anyone.
They have been improving pretty steadily.
Yeah.
Since they got the new coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep wanting to call him Kevin Wilson. And when's the last time Kevin Wilson was coach?
3 years ago. 4
years
ago?
3 or 4 years ago.
And granted, they don't have an illustrious program history there, but probably the 2 best back-to-back recruiting classes they've had as a program.
Yeah.
They're starting to build some depth.
So we'll go to the very bottom. We're both going to put Rutgers at the very bottom. Rutgers, ladies and gentlemen, is a dumpster fire.
Yes.
They are. It brought back Greg Schiano.
Guess who's back though?
I don't know, man. I don't think that's going to matter much.
It won't this year, no.
No, it's going to take a little time for Rutgers has a turnaround. So basically we're in the 5th and 6th spot. Are we going to put Michigan State ahead of Maryland? Maryland ahead of Michigan State? What do you prefer? Michigan State, new coach.
I'm going Michigan State over Maryland.
All right. I better.
Actually, both of them got new coaches, don't they?
No, the Maryland still got.
Loxley, was he?
Loxley's still there.
Oh, they brought him last year. That's right.
Yeah. Loxley's still there. You're going MSU. I'm going MSU. They got more talent than Maryland. Loxley's just and plus Loxley's just not that good.
And he hadn't punched anyone in a while.
It's been a little bit. Let's take a look out west.
Make Hoosiers too about him.
Yeah, they might. Well, he or Greg Marshall from for Wichita State.
No, that's a hack job, he said.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. How about the Chambers over at Penn State? Let's go out west. So I'm presuming that we both have Illinois in the top spot.
Well, no, but Wisconsin's going to have an uphill battle after starting 0-1. But I think they can get up over the hump after that first.
Let's start from the bottom and go. Well, no, actually, if we start at the bottom and go up, you may disappoint me too quickly.
Actually, no. It'd be pretty quickly, but.
Well, let's start at the bottom and go up. I'm going to go Northwestern.
I'm going Purdue.
You're going Purdue down in the bottom, huh? Well, I'm going Northwestern at the bottom. I just don't think that they are getting stale. They haven't replaced a coordinator for a while. They weren't any good last year. They're getting worse and worse and worse.
I mean,
the reason they beat Illinois is because Illinois went into that game with 2/3 of their starters out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Moore is the best prospect Purdue's had in a while, but I just don't know if they got enough around him to utilize his skill set the way it needs to be.
I'm going Purdue in 6th place. I'm presuming
Illinois
in 6th. Okay, U of I in 6th place. I tell you what, you just don't you don't believe in the quarterback. You don't believe in
I don't believe in the program. I've got history on my side.
You do have history on your side.
Northwestern ain't got much to go on either there, but.
No,
the bottom half of this Big Ten and West is not good. I mean, it's just not.
No, that's probably true.
Because any of those bottom 4 could lose to any of the other in the bottom 4. Not any of them could beat someone in the bottom. They could lose to anyone else in that bottom 4. Because Nebraska, I'm not real high on either, and they're sitting there at.
Speaking of my 5th place team,
yeah,
Nebraska, who's who I'm taking in 5th, and you are taking. Are you taking?
Did I miss a team?
No, we're moving up from the bottom now.
Okay, yeah, I've got them in 4th.
So who do you have in 5th then? You've
Northwestern.
Got Northwestern. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to have Illinois in 4th.
Okay.
And you're having.
That actually seems a little low for your optimism within 24 hours of a ball game.
It's
at least the first ball game before we've seen them play.
Before we've seen them, you got a point. So you've got Nebraska in 4th, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So now we get to the top 3 of basically you're swapping around. Minnesota, who is on the come, they are improving quite a bit.
Good year last year.
Iowa is.
They lost a ton, but I mean, how much can they build on that momentum?
Iowa had kind of a rocky off season, and then Wisconsin had they've got their COVID issues, and
so is Minnesota right now too.
Well, that's true too, but they've also had to replace a quarterback who worked out with the team all summer long, got hurt about 2 weeks ago. So there are issues up at the top of the Big Ten, which kind of frightens me in the top of the West. You see the issues of Minnesota and Wisconsin. I really don't want to put any of these 3 teams in first place, but I'm going to put. Oh boy. I'm going to put Wisconsin in 3rd. I'm going to put Iowa in 2nd. And I'm going to put Minnesota going to the championship game.
So we agreed on none of those, so that's good for TV.
Yeah.
I've got Wisconsin winning, Minnesota 2nd, Iowa 3rd. A lot of that could depend on this Minnesota game this week, though. If they're not healthy and drop this one, that could drop them below Iowa.
That's the thing. I mean, this first part of the season is, well, they all count, but they all count so much more since there's no preseason. Nobody's playing any non-conference games, and I just love it. I'm going to have a ball. Let's tell you what. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and give you our bets for this week in college, and then we'll talk a little bit of NFL. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after this word. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Weez Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Weez Basement Systems today. Weez, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Weez, the all things basement-y experts.
I can.
Hello. Well, I've got him here if you want.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We didn't give our college football. I've got a couple of slides I was going to show. There's that one. College football, best teams against the spread so far this year. Of course, Air Force has just played one game, and Tulsa's been out a couple games. But Marshall, look at that, how bad they're beating the spread by 18 points a game. Arkansas beating the spread by 12 points a game. Bottom ATS. Now, I've kind of cut this off. Sorry about that. That's Kansas, 0-4. Although Kansas, I thought, beat the spread last week. I didn't. I'll have to recheck that because
I forgot Kansas had football.
I had Kansas beat the spread. If it was the early part of the week, 27-point spread, it closed at 21 or something like that, and that's what I got at that and lost. UMass, Western Kentucky is having a terrible year.
Yeah.
Temple, surprising me, Appy State, who are playing tonight. We're shooting this on Thursday, so
Surprising part Thursday, they've got 3 games in it because it seems like they get canceled every week.
yeah, no kidding. I'm surprised. I don't know. Let's see. There's the over and under also. I've got the top over squads.
I knew Texas was 4-0 over.
Yeah, Texas is 4-0 over. Georgia State, Alabama over, and they're all over by a lot.
Speaking of Georgia State overs,
that was You I shouldn't have brought that one up for you.
Well,
there's the unders. These are ones that, and I'm the silly one who thought Army was going to go over the other day, and that doesn't work out very well.
yeah, everyone knows Army's an under team, and they still keep going under.
It's unbelievable. And it's like the Jets and the Cowboys. Everybody knows they're terrible, and they still keep. They can't beat the spread.
I took the under in that Georgia State game. Their running back gets hurt. So they just start chucking it everywhere. Which
I wondered if you were going to tell the story because it's such a terrible betting story. Why would you tell this on yourself?
It's because there were circumstances that I'm going to try to explain away my horrible mistake. Because I took the under on a game that scored 111 points.
All right. Okay. That's the first mistake.
And they did it 3 times.
And that happens. It's the second, the in-game under betting.
Because they can't keep up the pace. They can't. And then they did. Well, and like I said, Georgia State's running back goes out. So I was like, I'll hop on it again. Well, didn't realize they don't have another running back, so they just start checking it.
So
and then they got a mobile quarterback to scramble a little. And then just every fourth play in Arkansas State, DB
40-yard touchdown
goes down. They lost 5 defensive backs in that game. And it just 111 points later, I'm
4 bets down on one game.
I quit at 3.
Oh, that's good. That's
the
good.
Pregame and the 2 live ones, and I was steaming, and I was like, I know I need to not.
Did you see Justin, our good friend our good friend Time? He did a live in-game under also, like at like 95.
Well,
or something.
we might have been texting, and I might owe him an apology for that.
Speaking of owing an apology, last week we offered free money, and sorry about that. If you paid attention to us, we had a rough week, didn't we?
We were doing pretty well until last week.
Last week was in college. As a crew, we were 3 out of 8, or 3 and 5, and no super dogs, right?
No super dogs. I think that's the first time we've actually, all 4 of us have missed one.
Shutout on
mine. That was the other one I missed. Yeah, after that game, the other one, I've got Houston plus 5.5 points to cover, and my super dog pick. I go to bed, they're up 26-14, and then they give up 28 straight points in the fourth quarter.
You're going to start telling sob stories. I can tell you about my West.
We've all got them.
I can tell you. Just from Saturday.
Yeah.
I can tell you my West Virginia Kansas game. Kansas scores. I've got West Virginia minus 22 or something.
22.5. Yep.
22.5. And I've got and Kansas scores the first 10 points of the game. So I think, oh well, that's just stupid. I shouldn't even have done this. They score the next 38 points in a row. West Virginia does. So they go up 38 or 38 to 10. So they're up 28 points with 2 minutes to go in the game. I'm golden because Kansas's offense had 1 first down in the game. They had 1 first down in the game. They gave run back a kickoff 110 yards to cover. I couldn't believe it.
Gambling ain't for the weak of heart.
Gambling is not for the weak. What is it? A whiskey bottle and a revolver. All right. What are we doing this week? Let's put that behind us.
Yeah.
What are Jamie and Lucas doing?
I should probably pull that up, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Well, I can tell you what I'm doing while you're looking for that. I'm staying in the Big Ten, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sticking with home dogs in the Big Ten. I've got Minnesota plus 3.5 against Michigan. Michigan coming into Minnesota. That makes no sense. That line makes no sense.
Like I said, the Flex being coy with his.
I know. It's still.
Announced they've got COVID positives, but won't say who.
Indiana plus 6.5 at home against Penn State. Penn State's not that good. Indiana's better than people think. So that's
Indiana can score.
Indiana might beat Penn State.
No, you got history against you there because I think they're 1-22 their last 23 matchups.
Yeah, they're due.
But yeah, we're due. And I say we because I've also got Indiana.
You're taking that one too. My super dog, I'm going with Maryland at Northwestern. Maryland is plus 11. How is that possible that Maryland is an 11-point dog at a terrible Northwestern?
Maryland was a dumpster fire last year.
I guess.
So I mean, you got to hope that they righted the ship in the offseason.
I guess. I think this might be one of those where Loxley just puts it together for a day and then falls apart again. What do you got? What's your
I've
other
also
one?
got Indiana. Like I said, they got this is their best offense they've had in a while. I think they can put up some points, which means I'm also taking the over in that game. So both of my picks are in that game.
What's the over/under on that?
60.
Okay.
Right. I think that can be a shootout. They say Penn State's got very little.
I worry about over and under in the first game of the year for both.
I'm hoping it affects the defense more.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the NFL and all those early overs, and
that's true too.
And I was actually tempted to make all 3 of my picks in this game. because I was thinking about Indiana Superdog as well, but for a little variety purposes, I'm going to take Nevada plus 4.5 against Wyoming.
Okay, I like that. That sounds.
I got
good.
them at like a 46% chance of winning. So
That's cool. That's good. What are our friends Jamie and Lucas?
Jamie has Auburn over 70.5, and I forget who they're playing off the top of my head. He never
Auburn,
says
Ole
the
Miss.
opponents. Yeah.
Auburn at Ole Miss.
And then he's got Central Florida over, so he's got 2 overs this week.
I can't remember who Central Florida is playing, but that's okay. Who's his dog?
And then Baylor plus 9 is his super dog.
Against who they playing?
See, a prepared person would have this in front of them.
Give it to Lucas then.
Lucas has Memphis Temple over 71.5.
Okay.
He pulled a Weez. Clemson first half minus 30.
We talked about you watched the show last week. We talked about the Clemson because Clemson for the full game is like what 49 or something at Syracuse or something like that.
It's 48, 49 in a total of 50 something.
Yeah. We were sitting there because my bet was Clemson, and we just half off the cuff. We'd be better off just picking Clemson in the first half because they don't care about the second half. The first half they blow them out in the first half, and that's what Lucas is doing. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Their punter was throwing passes to the coach's kid and completing them. I mean,
it was Clemson is so loaded, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What's his dog? Super dog?
TCU plus 6.5.
I thought about that when TCU playing Oklahoma. Thought about it. Chose not to participate. We're gonna play. We're gonna talk NFL when we come back. Wrap things up here on Big Talk with Weez. Take the Points edition. See you in a minute.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Weez Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Weez Basement Systems today. Weez, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Weez, the all things basement-y experts.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. There's Weez. We're doing Take the Points Sports Edition. We hope you are having an outstanding day and get you into an outstanding college football and professional football weekend, as well as the World Series.
Going on. It's been overshadowed, but
yeah, World Series. We won't have much chance to talk about. Maybe a little bit more next week. But all right. What was the big thoughts from this weekend in the NFL? The shocker that how bad speaking of scoring 10 points and then not scoring again, the Packers against the Buccaneers. Are the Buccaneers one of the teams?
They're now the number one team in DVOA ratings.
Are they really?
Yeah.
DVOA.
Football Outsiders.
They're
it's an efficiency metric, basically.
It's like their war pick for football.
Basically, they look at success rates and like D values, picking up 7 yards on a 3rd and 8. So it's a little bit better than just looking at pure yardage stats.
So they're number one in the NFC, or they're number one in the league?
Number one in the league.
Wow.
Baltimore 2, Pittsburgh 3, Indianapolis 4.
That's the thing. I didn't know how long it was going to take for Rob Gronkowski to get his mojo back, but he looked pretty doggone good against the Packers. Now, the Packers. Now, granted,
Packers have never defended tight ends well.
Packers not the best.
Packers,
not the best
Falcons, and Raiders are notorious for not defending tight ends well. I know that thanks to DraftKings.
Well, and the thing is, they through different organizations, through different administrations of the coaches. They've been that way for the last 10 or 15 years, haven't they?
Yeah, tight ends and mobile quarterbacks, even going back to the running the Kaepernick in the NFC Championship games every year.
Any other impressions from this weekend that jumped out at you in pro football?
We showed spreads earlier and win-loss record against the spread.
Yeah.
There are 2 teams now 0-6 ATS.
Yes, I do.
And one of them is winning their division still.
Oh, the Dallas Cowboys! What a dumpster fire! Second time I've used it. That's kind of a cliche. I'm so sorry to use that term twice.
They are 0-6 against the spread and still lead their division. That's impressive. It's like Baxter eating the wheel of cheese.
And then, that's right. And then, not only are they leading their division, they've got they've lost the locker room already.
Yes,
new coach 6 weeks in, they've lost the locker room. I do have a couple of slides here on just over and under. You were talking about how much people are going over, how much teams.
Derek Carr's playing well this year.
Derek Carr's got the Raiders scoring. They score a lot of points. Titans are scoring pretty good points, especially when you
look at that. Everyone talking about Drew Brees being done, and yet
the Saints are the
5-0 to the under. Yeah. And that's with Michael Thomas getting suspended for punching a teammate.
You want a surprise? How about that one? The Cardinals 0-6, even though they've had, they've got Kyler Murray and they've got the fun and gun.
Well, you look at how bad they destroyed the Cowboys, and Kyler Murray was 9 of 24 passing.
Yeah.
How often do you see a team win, was it 38-10 or whatever, with the quarterback going 9 of 24 in the modern NFL?
It just doesn't happen, but he also
kind of runs a little bit too.
Nobody can run like Kyler Murray outside of Baltimore.
He looked good at second base for the A's still. He's not bitter at all.
Is he still under contract?
No, I don't think he is.
I didn't know if he decided to leave football.
Wasted a first-round pick.
If you still had the rights to him. I bet you do.
I bet we do for a couple more years, but I'm not sure on that.
I bet you do. What are the games to look at this weekend? What's the big game?
Actually, record-wise, that Bucs-Raiders game, if it happens, Raiders are, after beating the Chiefs, are thinking they're contenders. I disagree, but what else you got for that Seattle-Arizona game?
Well, you've got the Cowboys versus
moved to Sunday night.
Cowboys versus Washington for the tops of the NFC East.
Is every game this year going to be for first place in the East? Though?
Everything's in the NFC is for first.
You go look at the Vegas win, like the live updated win totals, and the Cowboys I think are at 6.5. The Eagles are at 6.
So we may have a 6-team.
We may have a 6-team. There's a 50% chance
win.
6-10 makes the playoffs. That being said, the odds are Cowboys -105, the Eagles +150. I'd take the Eagles with that number.
You'll know more about it tonight, or this is like I said, we're shooting this Thursday. You'll know more about it tonight if the Eagles can play well against the Giants. Of course, the Giants are just the New York. How would you like to be a New Yorker and a football fan right now?
Oh, it'd be miserable.
It'd be miserable. They're 0-12, and they're just.
It'd be like being a Raider fan during the Al Davis years.
That would. That's speaking of you.
It's always about me. It always circles back around to me.
By the way, did you? I'm not going to say it on there. Did you see what they asked John Gruden? Since they're playing Tampa, playing against Tom Brady again, they asked John Gruden if he still ever thought about the game back in 2001. The
Tuck-roll game.
I figured you could say it.
Start twitching.
And he says, "Is that what they call that rule?" He was thinking.
Yeah, there's a different letter on it.
He was thinking they called that or something else. I thought that was pretty good. I like John Gruden's fun.
Yeah, we've used that one.
Yes, I bet you have. All right, let's tell you. Well, how did we do last week in NFL? Did we at least do better in NFL?
Nope, did worse. 2-6. Let's not discuss it. Actually, Jamie did save us. He had both wins.
Jamie had 2 wins. He picked the Bears and the Steelers. God bless you, Jamie. I had the Vikings and Rams. Vikings didn't show up. Rams got beat late. Did not play.
See, I had the Rams too, but we talked off air. I wound up picking directly against them in my actual bets. By the time Sunday rolled around, I had completely flipped and bet against my show pick.
So there you go. All right, who are you betting on?
Follow me on the Action Network.
There you go. Who are you taking? I've got taking the Bengals against the Browns. Bengals plus 3.5. It is in Cincinnati, and I think Baker Mayfield's hurt. They lost a running back last week. The Browns did, and I just think Burrow wins at home. Covers at home.
Concern there is Baker looks good when teams don't get pressure, looks horrible when teams do, and Cincinnati doesn't get pressure and missing both their DNs.
Oh, no, that's true too.
Because of that, I was looking at the Browns earlier, but I'm kind of staying away at least for my show.
My other one is the Chargers against the Jaguars. Chargers minus 7.5. Chargers at home are more than 2 touchdowns better than the Jags. So,
yeah, time to find out if it was Phillip Rivers or the Chargers with the can't cover a touchdown game at home.
Yeah, it's time. All right, what else you got?
I've got the Lions plus 2.5 against the Falcons. Still don't believe in the Falcons. Lions look good coming out of the bye.
Detroit
they made some changes.
They're
getting Swift the ball more.
Matt Patricia keep his job?
I think so. I mean, you future coach of the year, Matt Patricia.
Was he your pick for this year?
Yeah, we know I'm an idiot. We know this. And then we just talked about Seattle, Arizona. I think Seattle's a little overrated. I love Russell Wilson, but they're not what their record is. They did the same thing last year, though. Arizona, I've been on all year. But I'm still taking the Seahawks to cover 3.5.
If you've been on Arizona all year long, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Arizona's doing all right.
This is more of a spot play. Seattle coming off a bye and Arizona coming off a short week.
Oh.
If I was going pure power ratings, I would probably be picking Arizona. I like the spot for Seattle, though.
Okay. Well, that makes some sense. What do the other boys have? Jamie and
Lucas. Following in Jamie's footsteps from last year. I don't know if Lucas knows much about the Bears, but he's got them plus 6.
Lucas is betting the Bears.
Lucas is betting the Bears. And he's got the Bengals-Browns over 50.
I don't know about that, but we'll see.
Jamie has...
I need to keep it under to keep my Bengals in.
Jamie has the Cowboys getting off the schneid on the ATS. He's got them in a pick'em. And then he's got the Steelers plus 1. I really wanted them to do the Cowboys and the Jets, but...
Well, you see, that's the thing.
That Steelers-Titans game, actually, you can get what I'll give him with the 1.5, because, I mean, it's 1.5 now. It's gone from 2.5...
That's
to 1.5 the other one.
That's the thing. I made the extra bonus fun pick last week. You may have seen it. The extra bonus fun pick was the Jets against Miami. They were never in that game. It was just so I was 0 for 3 if we actually count the 3 ones I mentioned on the show. I'm staying away from the Jets. I'm sick of it.
Jets were so bad that Miami decided to change their quarterback.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, 3-3 changed quarterback. You look at the 2 teams that have switched quarterbacks that weren't injury related. 5-1 and 3-3. The Bears and the Dolphins.
There you go. Maybe it's the good thing to do. Weez, thanks very much for being here. Folks, good luck to you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. Take the points on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. See ya.